I remember a lot of the kids being very nervous about 2027 as it is our first major ISYU course, and a lot of the students had never done in-depth probability. But Damon really made sure to break the ice, not only about the material, but also between the students. And he made sure to get to know everyone on an individual basis, but also made sure that every student knew about him.
The thing I want to emphasize, I think, is the respect and compassion that he shows the students. Creates an atmosphere in which they all feel free to interact with him because they know he's not going to put them down and he's only interested in that they understand the material. It's a tribute to his hard work and also, of course, to his raw talent. And it's just an example of the kind of person he is.
The next semester, Damon included me in this pilot team called Team 4.0, which essentially was a small cohort of students where he said that if we applied these certain studying and learning techniques that he had adopted in his time at Tech, we would be guaranteed a 4.0. By the end of the semester, by working with these students, spending our Friday afternoons together, I'd received my very first 4.0. The rest was history as I continued to flourish academically during the rest of my time at Tech and also land my dream job. However, looking back, it wasn't the 4.0 which was important, as I don't look back and remember all the different hundreds that as a courtesy of this 4.0 program I'd received at midterms, but I remember the way that Damon had intentionally made me feel like I was a part of the ISYU community and that I belonged.
So when Damon asked us to come back and speak at the Black IU's panel, we were very excited and a little nervous. Well, why were you nervous? Because it's just like, why me, you know? Yeah, I get that. As alums, like some of us feel that way sometimes. But once we got back to the panel, we're able to speak with students, we realized that we had a lot of wisdom to share. We were able to talk to them because they're in the shoes that we were in, you know, a decade or so ago. And they want to know the same things that we wanted to know. And, you know, from people like us, which was just a really good feeling, you know. It felt like, wow, I really belong in this space. I was no longer nervous when I was there. And both of us were able to add a lot of value, I hope. Yeah.
I constantly looked for creative ways and outlets to try to share these techniques that Damon had bestowed upon me with the students, holding extra review sessions, and just seeing if there were any other ways that I could help mentor and tutor these students to share the same techniques that Damon had shared with me.
It is with great pleasure that I recommend Damon Williams for the Associate Dean of Inclusive Excellence position within the College of Engineering. Through my position in development, as a current student in the Scheller Evening MBA program, and as an instructor, I have a unique perspective into the diversity, equity, and inclusion needs of our school, and how Damon's transformational leadership can move us in a positive direction. Additionally, as both a first-generation American and first-generation college student, my own lived experiences confirm that Damon's respectful curiosity, self-awareness, and empathy for the experiences of others position him well to be an excellent candidate to serve as the College of Engineering's Chief Diversity Officer. When working with the ISYU Advisory Board, major donors, alumni, and students, I received very positive, unsolicited feedback from my key stakeholders complimenting Damon's work and dedication to making Georgia Tech a more equitable and inclusive place where students can truly thrive. On a personal level, Damon has encouraged me through our work together on ISYU's DEI committee and even inspired me to serve as the DEI committee chair for the upcoming academic year. He works so hard to educate staff on best practices and supports us in our career trajectory planning. Damon has helped me find my place and grow my career here at Georgia Tech, and for that, I am forever grateful.
It was the summer of 2020, chaos. I think we were all trying to figure out what was going to happen in the fall semester. I knew some kind of video-based instruction was going to be required, and to be perfectly honest, I needed help, big time. Damon knew this, and he volunteered to help me out. He says, I've got your back. Let's have a session. I'll show you how to get it done.
I was honored to participate in the staff opportunities in academic roles, also known as SOAR, led by our very own Dr. Damon Williams. I was comfortable and had a feeling of inclusiveness because the meeting was directed by minority, someone who looks like me, who could relate to me, and who could be understanding of my needs. It's easy to express yourself when you're surrounded by familiar faces, and knowing that we have someone who could advocate on our behalf gives us a sense of hope that we too can advance at Georgia Tech. I would like to see the program extended to other schools by collaborating with employees, sharing ideas on our career development, and encouraging each other to pursue it.
Being extended the opportunity to be a part of this initiative has already impacted me positively at Georgia Tech. Although I haven't been at the Institute for too long, I already feel supported with access to resources, strong leadership, and opportunities within SOAR.
He really encourages this sense of openness and motivation, not only for industrial engineering, but to meet others and get to know them and work with them, since we're all in the same position as students.
Now, it should be known that I am a huge fan of Damon. The positive impact he has on students and on me is hard to measure. However, based on Damon's engagement with me, my involvement in the mentee program under Damon's leadership, and getting reconnected with Georgia Tech through his efforts, my wife Julie and I have set up an endowment for the School of Industrial and Systems Engineering. And we expanded a scholarship program for undergraduate ISYE students. Through these efforts and the reconnection with Georgia Tech, I've also been appointed to the Board of Trustees for the Georgia Tech Foundation. I'm now more involved with Georgia Tech than I would have ever imagined. I know that this feeling of belonging has had a positive impact on how I mentor students, engage with faculty and alumni, advisory board members, and Board of Trustee members.
As a Yellow Jacket, we're always going to be Yellow Jackets from now until forever, but being able to come back and speak with students, current students, especially current Black industrial engineers, that's really affirming for us. And we felt incredibly included and just a deeper sense of connection to the Georgia Tech community.
Damon, by who he is, defines inclusive excellence.